Yo guys, welcome to the video. This is Milky, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about Path of Exile 2. Now, obviously, everyone's doing this. Everyone's doing the Path of Exile 2 videos. I am no different, but this video is not going to be about all the leaks and all the hot new stuff, hot off the press. I don't care about that stuff. What I'm going to be talking about is probably boring to 99% of people, but if you like my channel and you subscribe and you find yourself clicking on this video, it's just going to be about my approach, what I'm excited for about PoE 2. Am I excited at all about PoE 2? I've never made a PoE 2 video. I don't speak about it that often, and there's good reason for that. I'm not the kind of person that gets super duper excited. I'm not like bouncing off the walls, like hanging off every last word from GGG. I'm a bit of a Grinch, and I'm not someone who really enjoys like the guesswork or the anticipation and all that kind of stuff. It's just not my style. I just kind of want to wait for it and then play when it comes out, and if it's fun, I'll play the hell out of it. And that's exactly what I plan on doing. Obviously, I'll still be doing PoE 1, but when PoE 2 comes out, I am going to be playing 25 hours a day, 8 days a week. It's going to be insane, because this game, as the way I've seen it since it got announced, is it's a brand new ARPG, which first of all, I could play any new ARPG for 25 hours, 8 days a week. It just is how it is. I played Diablo, I played Last Epoch, Torchlight, PoE. But this new ARPG, as it basically is, it's a new ARPG. It's GGG's second go at their take on the genre. It's everything they've learned in all those years, blah, blah, blah. It's made by a company that has presented me with the game that I've put more time into than any other game, and it's not even close. So I have very, good feelings about a game that is made by these people, of course. Now, there are things that I've seen that aren't aligned with why I like PoE 1, but they could be aligned with why I like PoE 2. I have managed to compartmentalize and separate the two things. I know a lot of people seem to have a thing about that. They can't really separate the two, and is it going to be like PoE and all that? For me, they're two separate games. It's a new ARPG, and I'm going to treat it as such. So I'm going to go in. If I like it, then I'm going to play the hell out of it. I'm going to make videos, and I'm going to bring you guys all the, the farming strats, the end game stuff, obviously. And if it's bad, then I'll give them feedback, and I'll pray that it gets better. But I have pretty high hopes for this game being good, as just look at it. It looks phenomenal, and I do actually really like the combat. I've obviously try to avoid a lot of stuff, but I do obviously get exposed with streaming and making videos to the general opinion around things and the game being a little bit slower. And obviously with Max Roll, I hear people's takes on it. They've actually had the opportunity to play the game. So I have been exposed to a little bit of takes on people that have already experienced it or just have seen more than I've seen. And everything that I've seen so far makes me super excited. And that's because even though the combat may look a bit slower, I don't mind that slower thing. Everyone has this thing where it's relative, right? If you have to spend 20 seconds on a white pack of mobs, or if that's the way the game is, then I'm probably not going to enjoy that aspect very much. I'm not really about that in these kind of games. I want to play a build that blasts through. Even in PoE, obviously, we're always blasting, but if you look at a slower game, like Diablo, for example, even then I like playing rogues. You got your shadow imbuement, you're blowing everything up. I like that explosive, fast-paced gameplay, and if there are classes that provide that, then that's what I'm going to gravitate towards. And I think PoE 2, so far from what I've seen, it offers that kind of duality, or just wide variety, I should say, of playstyles. So I'll find something to call home in terms of characters and all that. Really got a lot of anticipation for what they're going to be talking about with the end game, as that obviously is where we're going to spend most of our time. The first playthrough of the campaign, I'm sure, will be joyful and fun and exciting, and we're all going to be getting one shot by bosses and getting kind of gear checked at points because we just simply don't know. But ultimately, we're going to spend most of our time over the next few years in the end game, and that's what I'm excited to see. Which mechanics have they kept? What have they got rid of? What is the farming looking like? Do we have atlas trees? Do we have scarabs, compasses? What do we have? What is there to look out for? And we're going to find all that out, or at least some of it, hopefully, tomorrow in the live stream. So yeah, that is what's going to be going on. I will obviously be making videos about everything I find, because I like doing that. I don't make many YouTube videos, but if it's a new game and it's hot and I'm doing stuff and I'm trying to push what can be done and get into the end game and find cool things, then obviously I'm going to share them with you guys, because that's just what I like to do. That is why I do YouTube. I don't do it to make a video every day just to keep the numbers ticking over. It's just not what I'm about. So all that yapping out of the way is basically to TLDR. PoE 2 looks really, really good. I'm super excited to play through it for the first time, but I'm even more excited to get into that end game, get into the crunch and start finding all the cool stuff that we can do with this game, how we can manipulate it to and bend it to our whims and start making those fast characters and and farming up a storm and just going crazy with it. So yeah, if you like what I'm about on YouTube, if you like what I'm doing, then you've got all that to look forward to. Obviously, I'll be watching the stream. I'll be playing the game, as I mentioned, 25 hours a day, 8 days a week, once it launches on the 6th of December. And I hope you'll join me. And yeah, let me know what you're most excited about, what you would want from PoE2's endgame. Because I'm pretty... like, we haven't seen anything yet. I'm pretty undecided on how I would even want it to look. I hope it keeps the depth that it has now, because my main excitement about PoE every time I log in, for however long it is at the start of a new season, is that new sense of discovery. And we're going to have that in absolute spades with a brand new game. So good, bad, somewhere in between. I imagine the launch is going to be fun regardless, just because of that new sense of excitement and discovery with any new game. And one from GGG is surely gonna perform well. I hope you enjoyed me waffling away. Get back to farming, get back to whatever you're doing, working, farming, blasting, do whatever you do, and I'll see you in the next video.